what's happened since my last video with a metal detector. I've ran over my CTX and smashed it. We'll show you that. Still going. I've been to 2 detecting rallies, like Matty said. And I've noticed that this new metal detector coming out, Minelab Manticore, is similar to the CTX, where you not only hunt on sound but use the screen as well. So I might actually be interested to buy that. So we'll have a bit of chat about that after. So at the moment, and next time you see me, we'll be at the beach. We've had a few things happen this time. First of all, after Matty's metal detecting, brilliant channel by the way, best metal detecting channel on YouTube, suggested me going to do one of these digs, one of these rallies with a club. I actually did go. I went to 2 meetings and really enjoyed it. It was good fun. There was loads of people there. It was a Celtic metal detectors, I think it was, as he suggested. Really enjoyed it. Real nice bunch of people. Didn't blank. Found some Edwardian coins, not Edwardian, Georgian coins, I think. I'll put them up here if I can find them. I had 3 or 4 that day, one day, and then the other day I had I only had 1 coin, but I had a padlock and something else. It was enjoyable. I've actually run over my CTX with my van and broken the main frame, and it snapped the screen off, which is unbelievable, isn't it? I wasn't at a detecting place. I actually came home. My detector was in the van, and I put it out because I was going to use the van to go somewhere else, and I just basically went backwards and caught it, and it snapped the hand grip clean off. But amazingly, it's still working, but not as it was. So I'll show you afterwards, but I've got the Minelab Quattro I had. I've adapted that to take the screen and the actual computer bit at the back where the battery is to work for now. I ordered the proper parts to get it fixed, and they're coming. So the new chassis for this CTX 3030 was 125 quid. It wasn't so bad. So it'll be back to normal soon, but I just thought I'd try this so I could keep going. So it's the first outing for it today. So it looks quite cool, I think, and it works okay. So you'll see that. And another thing, I also noticed on these digs, my last metal detector I bought was a CTX 3030, and that was second hand. It was at least 6 years ago. I think I paid 800 quid for it, which was quite a bit of money then. Really like it, and I did a previous video saying how much I like it. And one thing I did notice on these digs that I've been to is that there's lots of people who've got this new style of detector, which is like a Nocta, or the new Minelab, what's it called? I can't remember the previous Minelab, but they're all basically a lot smaller and multi-frequency digging at the same time. And I will say this, I did notice those people were digging a lot more than me. Now I'm not saying that they were digging all good targets, but I did notice that. So from what I've been looking up on these things, they definitely do detect coin size objects better. but I don't know, so I haven't used it. The Nox, that's what we call it, the Nox 800. So what's really put me off having one of them is because I used to detect by sound only when I had my Minelab GT, and then when I had my first E-Track, which had a screen on it with the ferrous and what's called metals on it, I found that so much better for seeing what the targets are seeing, if it was trash or shit, trash or good stuff. So when I had my CTX then, it was a little better again. That's why I like the machine so much, because you dig 50% less trash, especially on the beach, than you would normally. And these Noxes and Simplexes and all that, I know they're better detectors, but I just didn't like the thought of not having that screen there. But here comes to the Manticore. I noticed there's a new detector coming out called the Manticore, which is a Minelab, and it's got a mix of both of these multi-frequency and a detecting screen on as well to see where the targets lie, and that's quite intriguing, and I quite like the look of that. I haven't bought a brand new detector for fucking hell, decades. The first brand new one I had was a Viking VK30. That's how long ago. So when I first started detecting. But so I'm tempted to buy this one. I know they're going to be a few quid, but when you consider the last one I bought was 6 years ago, I'd like to try. I think I might actually buy one of these, because it's got the target identification, it's got the multi-frequency, and it's a bit lighter. So yeah, I think I actually will when they come out. They're not coming out yet, but we'll see what it's all about. And like I said, I like the CTX 30, and you'll see it in its new form. It's pretty wild. So next time you see this now, and I'm gonna stop for a minute and I'll wait for the shower to go on, put some waterproofs on, and we'll go detecting, and I'll show you the detector. Hello tubers, nothing very special, it's just a green coin. I can't quite see what it is, I haven't got my glasses on. But CTX is really performing well. Sorry about the wind. Really impressed with this actually. I might keep it like this. It's quite light. It's actually so light now that the front is lighter than the back, and I can slide that weight up and down to compensate. Quite like it. So sorry about the wind, like I said, and I won't do every find I do, it's just the ones to show everything's working. Right guys, it's really dried up here. It's a lovely day here. I haven't had a lot left here. I've only had about 2 or 3 modern coins and one oldish old coin that I had put on camera. It wasn't that old. And there's lots of barbecue hot rock stuff here. Terrible. Never used to be like this. They must obviously, this summer there's so many people been about. So I don't usually come here these days. I go round the corner to a place where there's not much rubbish, so I'm going to go and try around there now. Right guys, I moved to a different part of the beach now, because that was too busy over there. You were just wasting your time digging too much crappy stuff. Sorry about the wind, I'm having to hold my coat up here at the moment. But we're going to a different place here now. This one, there's a lot less good targets, but there's a lot less trash as well. So I'm a little bit late because the tide's coming back in now, but I pissed about over there too much. You've got to just move. You're better spending 5 minutes in this place that's good than a fucking hour or 2 in a place that's bad where I've just been. So CTX is performing excellent. The bitzer, I'm calling it. So we'll see how we get on here. Yeah guys, don't know if you can hear me, and if you can see that, that's why I come beach detecting, and that's why I move often. That's why I come beach detecting, that's why I move often. And I know I'm not very good at pastures detecting, but I am on beach detecting. I come out of this little rock pool here. I've been here 3 times in the last month, and I've had 2 rings last time and another one today. That's gold, boy. Yay! That's why I love beach detecting. Well, right guys, this is probably the end of the hunt now. The Bitzer CTX has scored its first ring on its first day out. Yeah, I am not making that up, that's actually happened. It goes that showing beach detecting, it's better to be 5 minutes in the right place than hours in the wrong place. So if you feel like there's shit around, you're just digging crap, move. Look about, move. Really impressed with this thing. I might actually keep it like this now, even though I can, the plastic pieces to put it back to its original. You'd have to do that to have the 18-inch coil on here probably, because it's not strong enough otherwise. But it was only 125 quid. My shovel, I made myself a shovel the other day because I snapped one off. This is awesome, fair play, it's pretty heavy duty. Don't know if you can hear me, sorry about this wind, but this is why I love coming to the beach. It's just, I forget about everything else, and especially when you find something, it's fucking fantastic, fair play. So, as I say always, please comment, rate and subscribe, because 98% of people who watch aren't subscribed, and it would help me so much. I think I'm about 2,300 subscribers now, I think, but it'd be nice to have them up into the thousands. That guy there's just come a gut, so look. Anyway, cheers boys and girls, look after yourself.